The following video is not intended for children, and it's best enjoyed if you either don't care about spoilers, or you already finished the patch indicated by the title. Now where's my chicken nuggets?
Boone, how lovely to see you.
Oh, you too, Tataru.
If you're not in much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup?
Oh yes, of course.
Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well.
You're the best, Tataru. What was I here for again?
Oh god, the food in this game looks so good.
Oh yes.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around.
Yeah, without Anor and Ochre bonking in the back room there, huh? Gosh, the memories. They're so good
Not
here.
that I'm pining for your return, you understand.
Oh yeah, wasn't I gonna ask about an outfit or something?
I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors.
Me and Stola more than most.
Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it.
Huh.
What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Oh, I was thinking of going to Ishgard. I heard there's places to buy a house. Yeah, no. Ellipse. My answer is ellipse.
After what you went through, I'm not surprised you need a moment to think. But if you're open to suggestions, I might have one for you.
Oh, thanks, Tataru.
You've fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats.
Oh. Gosh.
For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while?
Oh gods, yes, please!
Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again, and travel the world in search of wonder.
Yeah, I hear they have barbecue in the New World. Oh, but Mirasidia sounds like so much fun. The Treasure Islands of the Bounty and that stuff in the north and...
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from, it's hard to narrow it down.
Right?
But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
You're gonna be my travel agent now. All right.
Thavner. That's where you should go next.
I mean, I assume there's more to the continent.
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you.
Ah.
Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Clang.
Oh,
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Oh yeah, there's ruins down there, I forgot.
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
That's right. I'm a crystal bearer.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world.
Yeah.
In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
Tataru, I'm happy with the set you gave me. Tataru, this armor saved my life!
Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
She's gonna be making my furniture next. You're the best, Tataru. Oh. Tro-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo. Lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
Oh yeah, this tea has me all hopped up. And not to mention the sugar from all the muffins I've been eating.
I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Hey, I'm a pretty decent... You know. I'm an omni-crafter!
Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
I feel so called out.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
Or before I go to bed. Uh-oh. Oh, am I dreaming? Is this the one where Stola and Lise come out of a cake? Because I could use some cake.
Whoa. What's all this then? A reaper. Am I having a nightmare about Xenos? Or is this some other void scent? Whoa.
And thus I am returned.
Yeah! And thus am I returned, so am I! Groovy.
What? Did I eat more cookies in my sleep? I probably did.
Ah, you're awake.
Stand up. You were dreaming. What's your name? I'm not doing that again. Sorry, I was up all
My
night.
apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing.
Well, I get a little carried away with my cooking. You have no idea how many coffee biscuits I've made.
You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
Little column A, little
Either
column
way,
B.
I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Okie doke.
Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time, I only need a moment, you'll see. A little more room in the shoulders, open up the cuffs, and a final adjustment to the hem.
No. Whoa.
All done, let's see how it looks on the mannequin.
No. Oh.
Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream, ready for a bold new adventure?
Yeah. I like it. Wow, look at all the pockets. Bravo.
I'm so glad you approve.
You've outdone yourself, Tataru. Thank you.
Oh, stop, you'll make me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels.
Okay, hold on. Let me find a fitting room somewhere.
Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. Heh.
Oh, what? Like LeBroth? You know, in the lavender beds?
They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, Wherever did he purchase those stylish yet practical...
You want me to hawk for you, don't you?
Guilty as charged. And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Taru's boutique.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Mwahaha! I can hear it now, the merry clink of gill overflowing from my coffers, sweet music to my ears. Can't you hear that jingle jangle sound? Oh yeah! It's money, money, money by the pound! Ahem. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the last decade. Something to keep in mind, just in case.
I hope that's not foreshadowing.
Collection expanded, the unending index. Codex. Oh yeah, this thing. Right. This thing's not... Yeah, that's really cool. I'll read that later.
Oh shoot. Which one's the real Tataru? I don't know.
As the, former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets.
I knew that.
At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavnair, I suggest you explore your options at Merid's Mayhain, the finest drinking establishment in Rad Zathan. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of local tale-tellers, but they'll also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now I really must be going back to running my boutique. Enjoy the— Ow! Hey, you! Stop stepping on me! Alright, enjoy the journey, Boone, and may fair fortune find you. Hey! Welcome to Merid's Mayhain.
Hi, we met before.
Oh, hello. I didn't recognize you at first, not without that bright red armor. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table.
Actually, I'm here looking for adventure.
The ruins beneath the bounty? Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Ah, there he is. Professor Jalene. I thought I saw him come up. Or in, whichever. Although somewhat of a private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mayhain's unique beverages. Offer him a drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Merid found out I took coin from Thavnair's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for—
Hey! You've got a family to feed, okay? Take my gill!
Yes? The following event cannot be skipped. Oh, it's one of these things, okay. Oh, sound check.
And what may I do for you, my Eosian friend?
Hi, I like swords. Oh, just a friendly chat. How about a drink?
Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Yes, quite. Here we are.
Oh, here we are. One of Merid's finest. Enjoy!
Ah, lovely.
Bottoms up, bottoms up, bottoms up. Stop shaking.
Ah, yes, of course. That was very kind of you, sir. But I know when I'm being softened up. What is it that you want from me?
I want to know about the ruins underneath the bounty.
Oh, chasing down that old fairy tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurous at heart, and that, as they say, is that. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Elzadal? He was a Khan of the Ori tribe, which sailed to Thavnair from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Rad Zathan. His decision to aid the Erascadora is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Al-Zadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Radz-at-Han's early days.
But it was the dragon all along who was the real satrap.
Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there's the tale of the sunken vault, the one which you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Al-Zadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There, he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all away his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Radz-at-Han, folks would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hearty souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle in. Oh, my cup appears to be empty.
Miliel, another round for the professor and me.
Ah, I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer.
I've been learning.
Another one for the professor.
Ho 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 ho! Today was a splendid day indeed to visit the Mayhang.
It's root beer.
Cool. Where were we? Yes, those who did return seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azama was saying. Azama is a fellow connoisseur of spirituous potables. Yes.
Me and Stola, we like fine wine too.
Anyways, he was saying one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since. He set sail, I hear. But he did, I could say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my words sent you to your death, I could never live with myself.
Do you know who I am? I'm no stranger to peril. You know the rules, and so do I. A new adventure is what I'm thinking of.
Is that so? Perhaps it is your turn to tell a tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced?
Only the end of the freaking universe and the heart of despair and the Gaius Xenos hate a sorcerer of Eld.
Boone told him the very edge of existence. From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. You're not wearing your bright red armor. A drink? I need another drink to settle my nerves, Millhill. More of the same, if you please. And that, as they say, is that.
As you wish, but this one's on you, Professor.
I can't stop laughing.
Jolene drains a cup dry, yes.
Oh. Well, there's 4 of you now, so perhaps it won't be so bad. Anyway, What's this weird word people keep saying? You being what you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Azama's, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems she can only get it from some merchant, what's his name? Before I forget, let's drink a toast to my new best friend, Mia more drinks. Get this man some water. Cut him off! Cut him off!
Your drink, sir.
Marvelous. I am parched. Yeah.
Speaking of parched, I better hydrate myself.
He gulps down the cup of water. That was water. Did you tell her to bring...
Sir, I have seen and been wasted enough to know when someone's had enough, okay? Like that one time that I got so wasted I forgot Uriange's name and kept calling him Mr. Thou.
Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you. My head will certainly thank you in the morning. Oh, I seem to have overindulged.
You had 3 drinks.
I am put in the mind for words of Master Chisan. Be wary of how much the drink you swallow has to swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you to more four with this unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Osama, well, as I said, we share a taste for Machane's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune. And that, as they say, is...
Yep, I'm Azama. Who might you be?
Boone.
All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Alzadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, and he refused to listen. Oh, ain't that just a mood. All he could talk about was finding the vault. And that look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Alzadal's otherworldly hoard, and his ambitions would not be denied. I see it in you, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you what my friend told me. How he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him a rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashel I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty, and those ruins hide the path to the vaults deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Alzadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home.
Sir, do you know who I am?
It's cutscene time. Ooh, pretty.
Wow, the streets sure are much nicer now that the sky's not burning.
Please, Zashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
This saves time.
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself.
Oh.
Can you spare us no kindness?
Can I get the option to drop this kid some gill?
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake?
I have money!
What are you to offer in payment?
Poor little bugger.
As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Arzadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
Khan!
A map to Alzadal's legacy.
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage.
Oh god, 2 Star Trek references
You may
in one-
find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession.
Ha! I happen to be very close to the world's
A
most powerful
priceless
sorceress.
artifact it is. Discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly.
Ew, you starched it with your
This map
jizz?
is the key to fabulous riches. And I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed had never returned with that treasure alive.
Oh, can we adopt him?
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim?
Maybe I could teach him how to use a sword!
How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map. Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoard they stand to uncover.
Ow, someone get this kid a burger. I have money! Give me the option!
Oh, Estinian.
What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
He's just gonna stand there.
Fortune, you say?
Oh my god,
If I
he...
had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
Estinian sees himself in that kid because his family was killed by dragons and he was a starving child on the streets himself. You know, until he became a dragoon.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
If this turns out to... Hey, it's the meme! It's the meme picture!
Hi, Estinian.
Well met, my friend.
Indeed. I can't take you out for a drink. I've already had too much. Well, unless I drink water while
Someone is dressed for adventure.
Oh, yeah. New sword, too, in case you hadn't noticed.
But why Favner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
Oh, you better believe it, pal.
Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
Great, let's get Raha and Stola.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
Ooh, pray we never find out in character. Ooh.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
Never took you for a treasure hunter.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days.
Didn't me and Arnvald do this before?
I hope to do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was fun.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits.
That reaction.
Yeah.
Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant. Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims.
I thought his acting was a
Transparent
little
act
heavy.
for the most part. 'Twas not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough.
Oh.
Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent. Whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
This will be character development for Estinian. He's finally getting to spend money on something that's useful.
You are coming along, yes?
Yeah. Let's go get Stola and Raha. Well, the twins might want to come too.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Alrighty. This'll be so much fun. I've got to cut back on the nugs, though. Maybe walnuts instead.
The map was totally a fake, wasn't it? Oh, what if it turns out to be real? Oh, man. You'll recall that I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Virtra's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Hannish delights to refuse. Congratulations on your engagement! He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. But this is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matsia is a fisherman by trade. Maybe we should go to Alayaki, see if he can help us. Alright, meet you there.
My friends, what brings you to my humble village?
Oh, we need a boat.
I'm having to keep going back and forth, clicking because the freaking hotkeys aren't working.
So, you need a seaworthy vessel to seek the ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, I will have a boat started ready for you in no time at all.
Is this how we unlock the Beast Tribe quest? Oh, is this little guy gonna follow us? Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us ever since we left the city.
Shut this. Is this going to be a new main character?
I see you there, boy. Show yourself. Dragons! Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast?
But I flew here. Shut up.
I'm sorry, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavnir? And you are. I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashel, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done, and I beg your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister never would have, well, we'd be... Enough. I knew your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. Oh,
hi!
You're kind to overlook the wrong I've done you.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
But there's more you need to know. Huh? Ooh, that's a good shot. Ah! The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashel selling the information to another customer. He told the man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there's very little we cannot overcome. Ow! Please, I cannot bear the thought of...
I mean, we got them on Link Pearl.
That we could. And assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. Any ideas on whom to approach? The signs have scattered far and wide since our last gathering.
Well, you know I got Stola on speed dial.
Stola? Her magics would be a welcome addition, yes, but I'm loath to interrupt her research. Perhaps we could ask a less prickly companion.
Rahan Kryl?
What, is Kryl gonna be added to the trust system? Aye, Kryl may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at the invitation, and his ears would go whoosh. Will that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you... Is he, though? Strong, I mean?
Ha! Yeah, of course.
Just wanna... What's your name, boy? Murad, sir. Well, Murad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Why can't I drop some cash? Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone ought to be able to point you in the right direction.
Oh, I knew that.
Let us be off too, Murad. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path.
Gee. I wonder if this is the correct NPC to talk to in the next one. That's our show. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.